Welcome everybody to LinkedIn Turbochargers for May what's the date today? The 11th. May the 11th already. Oh my gosh. I don't know where the time has gone. But here's what I've discovered. I've discovered that LinkedIn is and to say what ChatGPT put the words ChatGPT put in. What if LinkedIn could become more than just a place to post resumes? What if it became the front gate to your business? And that's what happened to me when I started using LinkedIn. I was I was on when I first 15 plus years ago when I was laid off my last job, I was on no social media. I was scared to death of social media. And so I read the entire terms of use for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'm glad I did because it taught me what the rules of engagement were. So that was a really big bonus to me. But the thing that I realized is I had to go digital because I only got offered a $10 an hour job out of all the resumes and applications and interviews I had. And I knew I was going to have to work at least three of those positions in order to put a dent in my monthly income or monthly expenses. So I had to bite the bullet and go digital. And I'm in my 70s. And I graduated high school in 67. And the internet didn't go worldwide till 1991. So there's a lot of
Wow.
us that don't have tech. And if I hadn't had two boys that are both programmers,
Hmm.
I probably still wouldn't be online. But my oldest son had developed a bot that went into LinkedIn and built an email list for people. So
Wow.
he hired me, trained me, set me up, and paid me to run this bot for him.
Wow.
And I'm so glad he did because it taught me a lot about LinkedIn. And then when LinkedIn put a freeze on all bots, and then all the social media platforms have put a freeze on bots. So then what
Mm.
happened is I knew from what I'd done working with the bot that my son had developed that I could teach people to do what the bots did for themselves, right? So I started going to networking meetings and getting clients. My first client that I got, I went to a networking meeting and I introduced myself and I asked how many people here are on Facebook, and all the hands went up. Then I asked how many people here are on Twitter, which is now X. About half the room, the hands went up. And then I said, how many of you here are on LinkedIn? Two hands went up in a room of 35 to 40 people.
Wow.
I would have been number three. And so then I got the brainwave while I'm standing there to ask some more questions. So I said, how many of you would like help with LinkedIn? Well, all the hands went up.
Everybody.
And so then I got a brainwave while I'm standing there. There was a meeting room on the side that you could book for free as long as you bought something to eat while you were there. And I said, okay, so starting next week, I've got two 20-minute slots before the meeting and two 20-minute slots after the meeting. $1 a minute. I'll help you get started setting up your
Wow.
LinkedIn profile. That was way not enough to be charging. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was a start, right? And I realized from that experience that everybody that I've been coaching with LinkedIn has been over 50 or right around the age of 50 or higher. And so I started looking for things that were pre-built, pre-done for people. And that's how I eventually found the legacy program. And I really am glad that I found the legacy program because it's saved a lot of us boomers' lives financially. So through all my experiences that I had, I was in different courses and programs, and I spent thousands of dollars in these programs. And what would happen is people would sign me up and then they would disappear. And I would go, oh my gosh, what do I do now? I have no place to go for answering questions. So when I found this program and all the training that's in here, I just thought I died and went to heaven because I'm good at LinkedIn, but there's all the other things that go with building a business, an online business. And I'm so thankful that I found all that through the legacy program. So I'm going to share my screen. And I forgot what your last question was. You had one just before I went recording.
Myself.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
well, I think what I can do is after you share your screen and you go through like what you want to show us,
Okay.
then because I bet you will answer a lot of my questions,
Okay.
because this is what I need to do is be on your Monday call. But like I don't know the first thing to do. So maybe I can have you look at my page
Uh-huh.
and just tell me, okay, this is what you need to do and this is where you need to do it from,
Yeah,
maybe.
we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just
And
do
if
a
you,
quick run through here.
okay. And excuse me if I have to go check on something. We just got in from my son's graduation. And
Ah,
so I'm cooking some rice. And so as soon as the buzzer goes off, I don't want to be rude, but I have to go turn it off.
it's okay. I've been there and done that.
Yeah.
I've had cake in the oven, stuff cooking.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that we did when my husband and I, when we first moved out to Alberta, we were looking for a place to live. And I discovered that rent for a one-bedroom apartment was really high. And we couldn't afford they were asking 1,600 to 2,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
And I went, oh my gosh. So I went further afield from Edmonton and the Duke into a smaller town called Kalmar, found this wonderful little apartment building where we are right now. We got a three-bedroom for under 1,400.
Woohoo.
So if you go a little afield, you save a little bit of money. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is because shortly after we moved here, the person that was managing the building got sick and had to move out. And they asked us if we would take over managing the building. And this is 10, 12 years ago, before I ever found anything about legacy program. Because back then we were looking for a way to boost our income because here we were both approaching, well, we were both over 65 by then. And we needed to have something to boost our pensions because the average pension in Canada is 1,300 to 1,900 a month.
Mhm.
And if you're a single person and the rents are 16 to 2,000, you go, oh my gosh, how am I going to live, right? We
Yep.
have to boost our pensions nowadays.
Yep.
So when you're setting up your LinkedIn profile, I'm so that we still manage this apartment, but you don't get paid very much,
Right.
enough to buy groceries, and that's about it. So I'm going to go into my homepage. The very first thing that people need to do once they've got their
I'll be right
profile.
back, but I can hear you for
Okay,
sure.
first thing that people need to do when they're setting up their profile is they need to make sure that they go on their profile page and click this little pencil here, and it says public profile and URL. And if you click that little pencil, it opens up to a new page, and then you can change that URL. There's always numbers at the end, and so we need to change that URL so it looks more professional. And it's a LinkedIn URL, which is another positive thing for using our URL anywhere on LinkedIn. But I'm going to go back here. Oh, and all the way down to the side. So when you're making changes, you have to remember to turn this button off so that it doesn't send alerts out to everybody you're connected to every time you change a name or
Oh yeah.
make an edit somewhere. And I have it set so that all LinkedIn members can see my profile. I do not have it set to public because when you set it to public, that invites people that are not on LinkedIn to come and create havoc because they don't know how to behave themselves. People that are not on LinkedIn already,
Okay.
you don't want them to come. The women get hit on all the time by these guys. I don't know where their heads are.
Yeah.
So anyway, make sure that if you're doing edits, turn this button off. And then as soon as you've finished your work for the day, turn it back on. And even if you're not finished doing edits, turn that button back on because you want to make sure that if you've sent messages out to people, that they see your message, right? So And then down the right side here, you have to make sure those are all green. They need to all be allowed. So you have to make sure that those are all turned on. And here's something that, and I keep forgetting to do this because I'm so busy learning all this new AI stuff right now. You can click here and create a badge. And this, I call it hieroglyphics in here, but this copy is you can copy this and on your page where you have your description on you could put it on your landing page right below your picture, or you
Mhm.
can put it further in on your Kajabi. There's another place in Kajabi where you have a description of what you're doing and who you are. That can go in there. And then when you put that on your website, what happens is it turns to your LinkedIn URL.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can click this button and copy code and then just follow the instructions on
Okay.
your landing page in Kajabi, and then you can enter your LinkedIn page in there. And
Okay.
when you do little things like that, it makes you seem so professional to other people.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love about LinkedIn is the fact that it is more professional than the other platforms.
I agree.
So I'm going to just get out of here now and go back to my profile page. So your profile page, you have 1.8 seconds to stop the scroll of someone. And if your background message is easy to read, they can grab it, bang. It's just like you don't need 1.8 seconds. Let's just under 2 seconds, right?
Mhm.
1001, 1002. That's all the time you've got. Stop the scroll, and then you want them to see your headline, which is just underneath your name. Now, I put marketing mentress in the middle between Christine and Till because I found two other Christine Tills online on LinkedIn, actually. And one's in Ontario and the other one's in the UK. So what I did is you've got 220 characters available to you. And you don't put in here that you're an opera singer or that you have a master's or a bachelor's or a
Right.
doctorate, or people don't care about that. They want to know what we can do for them. So when they see that headline, it needs to speak to their pain points and hit them in the heart to make them stay on LinkedIn longer, because then they'll go down and they'll find your about page and they'll start looking at your about page and see what it
Mhm.
says in there. And that your about page doesn't talk about all your expertise because you've already listed, if you've filled out your profile on LinkedIn properly, you've got your experience listed in there, and you've got your education listed in there, and you can list your grades that you've gotten on courses and have active um, oh, all your skills are listed, right? So
Mhm.
I've suggested to people for years to take all your skills that you have, because you can put, I think, up to 2,600 characters in here. But down at the bottom of your page here, I've listed, I call it specialties,
Mhm.
and I've listed a whole bunch of my skills in here. And I recommend everybody do that. And it's not for people
Mhm.
to read because nobody's going to read that. They'll see all those skills listed and they'll just be finished reading and move on. But it's for the search engines. Everything you do on LinkedIn, you have to think, am I attracting the search engines? Because the
Okay.
search engines are going to look for other people on LinkedIn that have similar specialties or skills
Right.
listed.
Right.
And you want to be shown to more people on a regular basis. So yeah, it says here you got 2,600 available that you can use, 2,600 characters. So I'm just about there. But if you start reading through, I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but if you start reading through, you get the drift. Your paycheck disappears faster than your peace of mind. You're not alone. If you've ever wondered what happens if I lose my job, I understand that feeling more than most. I'm speaking to their pain points, right? Through the
Mhm.
whole thing. Because if they want to know how educated I am, they can find it in my education and in my experience. So I'm going to click save. So I wrote the original part of my about page and my um, headline here, just underneath my name. I I wrote my headline. I've got two hashtags in there. You can put hashtags if you want or not, right? But I think if you put good hashtags in, it does you good, more good than bad.
Mhm.
And so then I plugged it into Chat GPT and had Chat rewrite it with a little bit of a different flavor, right? And I tell it has 220 characters to work with. And that's who wrote my headline. I write the basic and then I just put it into Chat GPT. And the same with the about page. I wrote the about page and then I put it into Chat GPT and asked them to write it again with a different flavor. So another section you want to make sure that you have added to your profile is your features, your featured section. Now, there are people that are on LinkedIn because of their work, their employment, and they don't want to mix their business with legacy or whatever else they're doing on the side. They don't want their people at work to see everything that they're doing here on LinkedIn.
Right.
So this is where you set up a company page or a group, right?
Mhm.
So if you want to set up a company page, you go to these dots here. I call it my crosshatch.
Mhm.
And you go down to the bottom and you can create a company page right here. So that's directly from your page. It's basically the place where you go for the business add-ons. And your groups that you are in will be listed right here under your three little blue men. You click on groups,
Mhm.
and you can be in 100 groups if you want. But I strongly advise against it because one time I was in 100 groups and it's impossible to manage all those groups. You you
Yeah,
you need to be responding to posts in all the groups
you're right. Right.
and if you're going to post some of your posts you to post in 100 different groups that just takes a lot of time.
Mhm.
So I don't recommend you get in any more than 20 to 25 groups. And you join groups that have 3,000 or more members. And the reason for that is because you want the inventory to work with and you want to be able to leave and they don't really notice you leaving. So if
Christine, I
you're
have a question.
okay,
Can I post something within a group without it having to go onto my page? Do you know what I mean?
oh, when you post into a group, here's what happens.
What
You
happens?
see this notifications tab up here at the top,
Yes.
notifications,
Yes.
it goes in here. So if I post in this group that I'm in right now that you just saw that I was in, and I uh, let's pretend that this is that group here,
Mhm.
and that I'll get a notification in my notifications as to who has responded to my post.
Mm,
So that's how your posts show up is through
nice.
the notifications. And that's a good thing because then you just have one place you can go and you can see all the people that have
Mhm.
posted that in your different group, responded to your posts in the different groups that you're in.
Just in the group, not my bio, not my account. I don't want everyone to know what I'm doing with the different groups. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So the groups that they, other people won't see your notifications.
Okay.
When other people look at your profile, actually, I'll show you. Let's go to my profile page.
Okay.
And so if you click the side button here, like you're going to edit something, this is what other people see when they come to your group or your profile.
Mhm.
That's what they see. So if you're
Okay.
worried about so there's your about page that comes up right up close to the top. So when other people come to look at your profile, that's what they're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll see my activity. So that's why I suggest if you don't want everybody that at work, your work, to see what you're doing on LinkedIn, um, when you write your about page or when you write your headline, get ChatGPT to help you change it so that it shows what you do as an employment as well. So mix them a little bit together. So for instance,
Okay.
if you work in the healthcare industry, you want to, um, so I helped somebody with this one. So if you're able to improve your health and have the money to enjoy it, how would that change your life? So think of things that you can use for the headline and in your about page that sort of combines the two together without saying to people that you are doing the legacy program or another kind of network marketing program.
Okay.
I'm at the point in my life where I really don't care what my family see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what? I don't care if you don't agree with what I'm doing.
I'm actually there too, Christine.
Actually, both my boys that are programmers, we have three boys and five girls, and none of our girls are on LinkedIn, none of them.
Oh,
And three of our girls are nurses,
yeah.
and one is a paralegal, and the other one works as a secretary at a car dealership. And none of our girls are on LinkedIn. And our youngest boy has his own business, and he's in construction, and he runs his own shop kind of thing. So he's not on LinkedIn either. So just our two boys, two oldest boys. And they're really not against. They always ask me questions now because I know more about LinkedIn than they do.
Yeah, that's great.
Kind of fun to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So I'm going to go back to the home page again here.
Can I ask you something on and you don't have to go back, but I noticed you have a personal website. It was like a button that somebody could click. How do you add that personal website on there?
Oh, that
Is that
personal
just
website? Okay, let's go back.
mhm. Is that just in my
Yeah, let's go back.
profile? I'm kind of following you on my other screen here.
That's great.
Yeah.
So the reason I set up this Monday afternoon get together is
Mhm.
because there's your profile language, your public profile. This is your URL
Yeah.
for your public
Okay.
profile, right?
Oh, got it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is where you get rid of the numbers at the end because
Yes.
mine had Christine Till in here, but I didn't want to have my Christine Till in there because there's two other ones the same name, right?
Oh, so you put in your name. Oh,
So
so
you
you
can
put in
edit this.
marketing.
You,
So I can edit mine to what my website is then.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I love that.
yeah. So if you've got a domain
Okay.
name that you've been using,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
That's what I'm going to do right now.
do that. I have
Okay.
so much fun doing this LinkedIn. I like LinkedIn so much
Yeah.
better than Facebook and Instagram. I
Yeah.
just I'm an ex-secretary, legal secretary, and an ex-teacher as well. I went to university to
Oh,
train as a teacher.
oh, wonderful. Okay.
I don't usually tell very many people that because I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, so if you look down the left side here, you go to the home page and you look down the left side, you can see items that you've saved, groups that you belong to, newsletters, all your latest newsletters, and events, right? So I'm going to start at the bottom with events. I have an event coming up here on Thursday where it's going to be it's a LinkedIn Live. It's going to be 2 hours. Oh, here's somebody else coming in. So it's going to be, hello, welcome, welcome. Who have I got here?
Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi.
I'm glad you found us.
I just happened to be on my phone looking around and saw the live, and I thought, oh, I need to jump on here. And I
Oh, well.
really, yeah, just didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
So I record these, and
Okay.
so if you've missed anything, you can always do the replay. So
Okay.
this is my events page. This is all my LinkedIn Live events. So
Okay.
I've got another LinkedIn Live event coming up this Thursday at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. So that's 2, 3, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific, and 3 o'clock Central.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I've already got 9 people registered to come to the live event.
So that's going to be on LinkedIn, like you
Yeah,
hold it.
yeah,
Oh, so they do LinkedIn Live. Okay.
yeah.
And it's for the opportunity, Christine?
So in my LinkedIn Live is all about helping people
Okay.
use LinkedIn to build a legacy program.
Okay, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So this one is called the LinkedIn Growth Engine. Turn attention into income, even if you're not techie.
And how often do you do your LinkedIn Live?
Once a month, I do it, and they're 2 hours
Okay.
long. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
doing,
Oh, wow.
and occasionally I will do a workshop if somebody asks me to be a guest speaker. I'm going to be a
Oh,
guest speaker at a workshop here at the beginning of June. I think it's the 3rd and 4th of June. I'm going to be at a workshop with Tim. No, not
oh,
Tim. Kim,
Kim.
oh, I don't know how to say his last name. He's
Hmm.
from the Philippines originally, but he's one of the 100K earners.
Nice.
And he showed up, I've never done this before because I didn't ever do a carousel on LinkedIn, but he did a carousel. He barely has
Hmm.
been on LinkedIn, and he
Hmm.
got 2 sales right away on the bundle pack,
He
1,400.
did.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome. You know what? I just
yeah.
did a carousel. I did it on Claude AI,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't posted it. I'm not going to
Oh,
post it until after this because I want to know. I just have to know like how, where, all of that. I just
yeah.
wanted to get through this first,
Yeah. So
but
you
I
can,
like doing carousels. They're
yeah,
actually
I want to
fun.
learn how to do them. I was trying to do one on, uh,
Canva.
yeah, I was trying to use Canva. And it wasn't very cooperative. And I'm on
Mm.
the paid platform for Canva. I've been using
Yeah,
Canva for years.
Canva's great. I use it too, just like you, but it is a lot. I have to say, now that we're learning more about AI,
Hmm.
you're gonna love doing you're gonna love doing carousels on AI. I'll just put it that way.
Awesome. Thank you. But
I've
anyway,
learned a lot.
yeah, so that really, really surprised me when he got that, and he was
Oh
barely
my
on LinkedIn.
gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's
So it proves
good.
you, and most of the people that have bought the legacy program from me, have come through LinkedIn. Because,
Okay, I was going to ask you that. So you get
yeah.
most of your sales through LinkedIn, not TikTok?
Well, here's what happens. Some of them come directly from LinkedIn. They'll just click on a
Okay.
post in LinkedIn.
Okay.
But some of the other ones, well, I'm connected to them on LinkedIn. We have a relationship on LinkedIn, and I go into my TikTok live, and they follow me on my live, and then they'll buy, and it looks like it came through TikTok, but it's not.
Okay.
They
Okay.
actually are from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, and that's another thing. Can you put all of your social media links on your profile? I didn't see that on yours, but you have them somewhere, I know.
I do not have
Um,
Facebook. I got
oh,
hacked.
okay.
I got hacked on Facebook in 24, November of 24, and
Okay.
I tried to get my Facebook back. I tried to set up a new one, and Facebook wasn't cooperating. And I,
Mm.
I was new in the legacy program at that point.
Hmm.
And so I just thought I don't have time to fool around with this. So I let Facebook go and just did a pivot to
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all
That's
I've been
good.
using is LinkedIn and Twitter, Pinterest. I only post on Twitter and Pinterest. I
Mm.
haven't really had any results from the posting on either of those platforms. Anybody that's bought from me is most of them are from LinkedIn, some from
Mm.
TikTok.
Nice. That's awesome.
Christine,
That makes me excited.
did you ever try internet ads like Michelle O says, try internet ads?
Oh, the free ads?
Have you tried that?
Oh yeah.
How did it
I did for
work?
a full year. I did um those ads every day faithfully for a full year. I only did
Mm.
23 to 25 ads a day. And what I noticed is that it increased the number of people that were coming into my leads. I didn't get any actual sales as a result.
Okay.
So the most leads, okay. I got so many thoughts going through my head all at the same time. I I use my LinkedIn newsletters. So I've got newsletters that I do once a week on LinkedIn, and then I take the information that is in the newsletter from LinkedIn and I put it into GPT and I ask
Mm-hmm.
Chat to rewrite it to suit
Mm-hmm.
system.io. And I post one one newsletter that's similar to the one in LinkedIn, right? Then I also take the same header that I've used for both of those emails and I make a video no longer than a minute, 7 seconds to a minute. Usually they're about 15 seconds to 30 seconds long.
Okay.
So they're on the same topic. So then I will attach that video from
Mm.
TikTok in both of my newsletters. So they all have the same topic, the same headline, so that people will see me, right?
Yes.
Right.
And hear me talk.
I
So
see you all over the place, Christine.
do you?
Like every time, yes, every time I open LinkedIn and every time I open TikTok, now I'm not on X. Um, let's see, I'm on Facebook, but every time I open those two, you are there. Like you always have a video going.
Yeah.
She's
And I
also
just
on
love that.
YouTube.
And
You're
I was
also
going
on
to,
YouTube,
oh,
right?
and YouTube. Yeah, I follow her. Yeah, I knew there was another one. Thank you.
All over
I
YouTube.
knew there was another one. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's what I was going to ask you too, if you don't mind, is your videos are typically short. And you know how like Daryl has trained us and Michelle has trained us to, especially for TikTok. I know it's always different on different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Facebook, I can kind of be myself more. I don't have to worry about rushing, you know.
Yeah.
But on TikTok, you have to be like really quick, and I'm not. And
Yeah.
so I try to go a minute to a minute and a half max, but I noticed that yours are a little bit shorter.
Yeah. I learned a big
So
lesson.
I like shorter though.
Yeah. Most people like shorter. So here's what
Yeah.
happened to me. I'll tell you quickly. When I first got started, the first 6 months to 8 months, no, actually, it was most of the first year.
Mm.
No, it wasn't. Anyway, I wasn't getting that many views. That I was in the 100 to 200 views, right?
That's
And then I had a
me.
couple of videos
Mhm.
that went into the thousands of views, like over 100,000. I had three
Wow.
videos go over 100,000 views. But then what I discovered is most of those people were from Africa and they were all asking me to give them money so they could get started with the business.
Oh, good grief.
So I got Amy Tannehill to do an audit, and she did an
Mhm.
audit and she helped me be able to get rid of all the guys that couldn't afford to buy.
Mm. Hmm.
And the first day that I ran my video, and she said to cut my videos down because mine were 5 minutes, like they were longer.
Oh, and that was on
And
TikTok?
that was on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
So I started doing videos a minute or less, right? And so all
Okay.
my videos are short. Sometimes they catch me in the end, but that's okay. I at least if I can get the word ready, put ready, and if
Yeah.
it gets me off after that, most people know
Yep.
what it means.
Yep.
But the thing is, I had 73 new leads come in less than 24 hours after I
Oh
had
my
that audit with Amy.
word.
So I really strongly recommend if you can get an audit done with Amy, you're off to the races with that.
Huh.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. My TikTok is, I don't know. It's bad. It's pretty bad right now. It's in very sad shape. I
Well,
hope LinkedIn will do much better.
well, here's something I do on TikTok. And I love TikTok and LinkedIn work together really well. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Both have really powerful search engines.
Well,
So
part of it is my fault though, because I have to be, I'm consistent daily, but I'm not consistent. I need to do like at least three a day.
yeah,
And it really takes a lot for me to do videos.
it did
Like,
me too. At the beginning, it
yeah.
did me too.
Oh yeah.
But
That's
what
what
I do
everybody
now,
tells me. Yeah.
I pick a day or two before the weekend, and I
Mm.
start recording a couple of extra videos each day so that I
Okay.
have enough videos to get me through the weekend because I take Saturday
Okay.
and Sunday off.
Yeah. Yeah. See
I get
that?
on
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I check for my readies. I
Okay.
do that on the weekends. But
Okay.
I I'm tired. I'm in my late
Mm-hmm.
70s
Mm-hmm.
and I have a workout. I work out every day.
Yeah, right. I do too.
I do
And my
too.
husband works, a lot of time, I mean, he's not home yet. A lot of times he works like close to 60 hours a week. I kid you not. And
Oh
so
my
our
God.
weekends are very valuable to us.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a rose garden, and it's just
Awesome.
hard. But I want to be present. And
Yeah.
so I'm not at that point. I don't know about the other ladies here, but I need to get to that point, like you say, to do a couple extra and not worry about them being perfect, and all of that. I
Yeah.
just need to get them done,
Yeah.
so I can post them on the weekend.
And just be yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you get your tongue all tied, I just go blah, 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 and then I say it again.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
I let the flubble go in there.
Right.
But if you're on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
in the top right corner, there's what we call the burger menu, the three lines.
Okay.
Click on the burger menu, and then you go down to where it says settings and privacy. Click that. And then you go to, where was the next one? Oh, terms, policies, privacy, office video, accessibility. I think it's the notifications tab. Oh, darn.
Oh,
So I've got all of them turned on,
okay. Mine
except
are all turned on.
the weekly screen time updates. I've turned that off. And the notifications from your other TikTok accounts is turned off because I have had a total of 3 TikTok accounts over the year.
Mm.
Let's see if it's the push notifications schedule. I'm going to have to go through and do this again because I just learned how to do this.
Yeah.
And you can go in and you can set it for a topic that you're going to be speaking about. You can put a description about that topic every day when you go to do your live
Oh, really?
videos. Yeah, and it'll increase your viewership, viewers,
And
likes,
do you know where that is? Where you so that's under notifications then?
settings and privacy. Let's see, maybe it's account.
Maybe it's in-app. Oh, wow. In-app notifications has a whole bunch of stuff. Hmm.
But it should open up to a window when you hit the right one. It should open up to a window. Let's see, notifications. No, it's not notifications. Account. It should open up to a window where you can list the date and time
Okay.
of your next live, so that it'll increase the people following you and watching you on your lives.
Oh, nice. Okay. And
Yeah.
you know what? I can YouTube that, or I can ask AI too, where that
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. That's a good
Hmm.
idea.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that was this morning actually, or yeah, I think it was this morning on my TikTok.
Nice.
So I do a TikTok live 5 days a week,
Hmm.
and I use ChatGPT to print out an outline for my TikToks, for my lives, so that I have an agenda to follow through.
So do you ask AI, like, do you pick the hook and then you say, okay, this is going to be my topic. So can you give me the whole outline then? Is that how you do it?
I first, did you introduce yourself and
Hmm.
with
Hmm.
your one sentence or one line
Yes.
introduction
Yes.
and who your perfect customer is at the very
Yes.
beginning?
Yes.
Great. So TikTok or chat knows who you are.
Yes.
Great.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then you can do that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I've been doing a lot of my content, my videos, whether they're the B-roll videos or the regular videos, that's kind of how I'm creating. So,
So something that you can do, you have to do this when you're just going to do a live.
hmm.
So if you've got your live and you hit the next button
Okay.
and it says more options, there's a little menu that shows up and it says more options there. If you click on more options, and scroll down a little bit, you'll see where it says save posts with watermark. I have it turned off. I
Mm,
save all my TikTok posts without the watermark.
without the watermark. Okay.
So it says save posts with watermark. So turn that button off if you want to save your posts without the watermark, because then you can use those same posts on YouTube and LinkedIn. That's all the posts, all the videos you see that are coming through on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
They're coming there because I've got repurpose.io connected to all my social media, and I've got all the posts saved without the watermark in TikTok so that Repurpose can save them in my shorts on YouTube and in LinkedIn.
Okay.
It's
That's so
worth it's
smart.
worth the investment.
So you have a separate IO then for repurpose, is what you're saying.
Repurpose.io,
Repurpose.io.
purchase purpose.io, and then
Oh.
there's it's a monthly fee. It's
Oh.
about $50 or $60, $52
Okay.
a month Canadian. So
Okay.
it's probably about 35 or 36 US.
Okay.
And so what you do is you put in your email and password for each of your social media platforms to connect it up with repurpose.io.
Hmm.
And then you can schedule. So I've scheduled Repurpose to go into TikTok 3 times a day, 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 3 p.m., and pick a video. And I have it set to start with my newest video, but it'll go into my older videos if I get late posting a video.
Oh, wow.
So it never misses a video, it never misses a beat.
Hmm.
So it posts in all of these on YouTube and LinkedIn and X and Pinterest automatically, and I don't have to worry about going in and posting. That takes a lot of time to be going and posting your
Yeah.
videos everywhere.
Yeah. Right. Awesome.
So I'm going to turn my camera around if I can here. Let's see if I can turn my camera around. No, I can't do it. I can't show. So all around my desk here, I've got calendars. I've
Mhm.
got 7 calendars, actual physical calendars. I know. Can you see them?
Oh, big calendar.
Yes.
You have, oh my goodness. Yes.
Yes.
See all my
Big.
calendars?
Yeah, yeah.
So I took my webcam off my computer. So, and the reason I have them up there is because I teach people to repurpose all your posts that you do.
Mhm.
So when I publish an article on LinkedIn, for instance, then I take that article because it's already been smartened up a little bit using Chat GPT. And so then I just go into Chat and ask Chat to rewrite as a post for LinkedIn. And so then it captures the URL for it, the whole 9 yards. And
Yeah.
then so here's the thing. If today's the 11th, it's a Monday of in May, right?
Mhm.
The 11th of June suddenly becomes a Thursday. Different audience because people tend to check their social media at different times of day on different days of the week.
Mhm.
Plus, all the people you weren't connected to when you published it today, and you'll be connected to some of those people by the 11th of June, they will never have seen that post. So
Mhm.
that gives them a chance to see that post. So on LinkedIn, especially, you can post 3 months out. So I take
Mm.
the same post that I've posted and I schedule it to go out 3 months. There is a auto posting platform that you can use, and I've got a video on YouTube how to use Buffer, BUFFER.com.
Mhm. Okay.
And so it's free. You can use it for free, and you can pre-schedule your posts using Buffer. I I haven't used Buffer for a while because I don't think, well, back then on the free, it didn't allow me to repost video. So if you want to check it out and see if if it will take videos and repost them, that would be great.
Nice.
But I started using repurpose.io because it's specifically built to repurpose videos.
Mm. That's great.
Okay, so when you create a live event, you need to be aware of the fact that there are rules, really strict rules to running events on LinkedIn. So
Mhm.
I would really strongly advise that you read all the rules of engagement for doing LinkedIn live events.
Okay.
So I've been working on setting up my payment window for this event. I'm not going to charge a lot. I don't charge a lot for my LinkedIn lives. That's $17 US. Let's
Okay.
see.
Okay. So that's good to know. So you charge for your LinkedIn Live.
Yeah, that's right.
That's wonderful. And people on LinkedIn probably know that. I mean, they're used to that on LinkedIn, but not
Yeah,
TikTok. Like when you do lives on TikTok, they're free.
yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
But LinkedIn is more professional, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's the events. Now here's the newsletters. And I have a lot of fun with these newsletters. So you set up
I love this. I do.
so you set up this my newsletter is called the Thrivability Digest.
Oh,
So it's like the name of your digest.
okay.
Like there's the Edmonton Journal. Everybody knows about the Edmonton Journal or the New York
Mm-hmm.
Times, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of your newspaper. But then you need to create a new newspaper every
Okay.
week. And in that newspaper, you click on the Thrivability Digest first, and then you want to create a new edition, right? So if you click on new edition, You just follow the instructions. So I use the YouTube thumbnail for developing I gotta shut my office door. Can you guys hear the radio in the background? My husband's,
Um,
my
not
husband's
too
doing
bad.
some work in the hallway here.
It's not too bad.
There, now you'll be able to hear me better. He does little repairs in this building because we're still managing this building. And our apartment always gets done last. It's like the cobbler's kids never have shoes.
Yeah, right.
So this is the beginning of setting up a new newsletter. So in my newsletter, because LinkedIn is really fussy about links, LinkedIn likes it when you use links that are made in LinkedIn. So I like to, when I publish my newsletter, I grab the link when I click the publish button
Okay.
and I grab that link. I usually have a Word document, just a blank Word document off to the side of my computer so that I can just copy and paste things on there and get my whole post together. And then when I post it, the picture is already there and because of the URL, it's a LinkedIn URL. It
Mm.
includes the picture, it includes the copy and a few hashtags, 3 to 5 hashtags.
Okay.
So when you do it that way, then you've got your link to that newsletter actually in that post. And it's okay if you expose that
Mm.
link because it's a
Mm.
LinkedIn link. But in that LinkedIn link, that takes you to the newsletter, right? And
Yeah.
in that newsletter, you have an embedded link to your landing page,
To your landing page. Okay.
inviting people to come and join the landing page. And I
Okay.
always have a phrase, or I try to get my newsletter to direct people to where I want them to go, right? So I want
Mm-hmm.
to take them through a certain process so that they end up wanting to go to my landing page and find out more information about the legacy program.
Nice. And do you suggest doing newsletters like once a week?
Once a week in LinkedIn, just once a
Okay.
week on LinkedIn. I tried doing twice a week, but
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn doesn't want you to do it twice a week. They only want you to do it once a week. And then so if you do a newsletter at the beginning of the week, and then about Thursday, you do an article, it's an article
Oh.
is longer, more
Oh.
in depth, right?
Really?
A newsletter is usually short and to the point.
Mm.
So you can create an article, and as long as you keep the same theme going through your newsletter and your article, it doesn't throw everybody off. But you can also, in your article, you could also embed your landing page in your article,
So with your newsletters, and I've seen you do them on a couple of the recorded calls, but you wouldn't put in, like, you know how when Michelle does her webinars and we go into our email and we create a newsletter to go out to our email
right?
list? That's different, right?
Yes, they're two different
Yeah,
email lists.
that's different. Okay.
Yeah. So the very first time, did I tell you that the very first time you send a newsletter out,
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn sends it to all your contacts on LinkedIn.
Mm.
So my very first newsletter I sent out, I got over 1,000. I think it was 1,200 contacts I got around that. My very
Mm.
first emailing. And then then after that, it gets sent out to the people who have registered for your newsletter.
Okay. And I'm sure that's a whole nother like task because you have to invite people to register. I always get those. I always get the invites on LinkedIn to register for newsletters.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm
Yeah,
careful. I'm careful which ones I register for.
yeah.
There's
Oh,
only so many
yeah.
hours in the day. So,
Right.
one of the things I want to go over with you guys is I want to go over with building your contacts on LinkedIn. And we're actually overtime right now. Have you got a few minutes extra that we can stay on?
I do.
I
Okay.
definitely do. Thank you. This
Okay,
is so
great.
good. Thank you.
So there are three ways that you can invite people to connect with you. The first one, you go to your My Network button at the top of the page. And you click on that. And then you scroll down a little bit and you see all these people that show up and the connect button below. So you
Mhm.
cannot add a message, you just have to click the connect button. But
Yep.
here's something I do. Every day when I get on here, this is Sandra M. She's an entrepreneur. I'm going to click on connect. If
Hmm.
it just says entrepreneur, I will click on invite them to connect, right? Or if it
Okay.
says they're in network marketing, I will invite them to connect. Or if they're in a
Okay.
home-based business, I'll invite them to connect. And if they have this little green sign here that says open to work,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
I'll invite them to connect because they're usually open to pretty much anything if they're open to work. So this person, most of these people, certified AI consultant, I think I'll invite him to connect. Helping burnout founders. Oh, I think I'll invite her to connect. You think about your perfect customer and what their pain points are,
Hmm.
and and if they are fitting the form of your perfect customer.
Okay.
Christine,
Yes,
in LinkedIn, there's followers and there's connections.
right?
Fol- What's
Yeah.
the difference?
Okay, followers, um, you can't direct message.
Right.
If they're connected to you, they're a first level connection, and you can
Hmm.
direct message them back and forth. Followers are a good thing because that just adds more uh, fuel to the fire, so to speak. So you just go through and you can do like 10 people to invite them to connect with you. But I don't spend a lot of time because it takes time to go through and read each one, right?
Yes.
So I think I've just done two so far. Well, because we'll move on to the next. So another
Okay.
search that you can do, I'm going to save the best for last.
Okay.
This is number two. Type in people and search people. Come on. There we go. Then you click on people out here. And the kind of people you're looking for, let's do home-based business. Home-based business.
Mhm.
And we don't want to click on first level connection because they're already connected to us. So I got to
Hmm.
click on people again, make sure we have people. So you want to click on either second or third level plus connection. So I usually go for second first. And then I don't usually pay much attention to seniority, but I do to the locations because I like to work with people who are in the United States or Canada or the UK or Australia, UK, United Kingdom, I want. United, there we are, United Kingdom. And then we'll put Australia, Australia and New Zealand. There we go. So then we're going to click on show results. This is so cool.
Hmm.
And then current companies. So then I will go to some of the network marketing companies
Oh,
that there are
there you
out there. So
go.
let's do USANA. We'll do just one at a time. I'm going to show results. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to check out a profile incognito without going incognito.
Oh, nice.
So you take your mouse and you hold it over their name. See when that line shows up there?
Hmm.
We'll do Brenda first. And you right click. And in that drop down menu, the very top one says open link in new tab. And you click that.
Hmm.
And now it's opening up top. See that? There she is. She doesn't know we're checking her out.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Really?
So it gives us a chance to read through her profile a little bit. Well-being advocate, the aligned introvert, helping introverts build a business honoring who they are. I think this is a good person to reach
I
out.
was going to say that is
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm beyond that. I don't care if I'm looking at their profile.
So if you click on message,
That's silly.
and you're on the free platform, premium wants you to take over.
Right. Yeah.
Don't join the premium until you've got well over 5,000 connections. I'm over
Yeah.
20,000 connections and followers,
Yeah.
but I'm on the free because all the people I'm working with are on the free. And it looks slightly different
Um,
if you've got a paid platform.
oh,
So
wow.
let's see if this gives us, so we can click this connect button down here, send without note, because if I click add a note, they want me to join to give their email address, but I don't have an email address for that person, so I have to send it without a note.
Hmm.
Okay, and now see that sent, it says message. So
Hmm.
I can message this person, but if I want to message her before she accepts that connection, they're going to want me to go to premium. So be
Hmm.
really careful that you don't sign up for premium until you've at least got 5,000 connections on LinkedIn. Okay, here's a pièce de résistance. We're going to go to this hashtag here. We're going to go to uh, groups, and I'll just grab the first one. So we'll click on this group. This is a good group. It's 24,000 plus people in this group. And it's all about network marketing, multi-level, all kinds of people in here. So you see how they make posts in the groups, right?
Okay. Gosh,
You
I
click on
never even like I knew they existed, but and I'm probably in a couple groups, but I didn't know that we could actually create a group or join other groups.
yeah, and the groups are the key to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
They're the big kept secret to LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
you want to click where it says here, show all. Click on
Hmm.
show all, and then LinkedIn search engines are going to show you everybody in that group.
Wow.
And then you start searching that group and you start with and then you go A, B, A, C, A, D, and all the way through
Hmm.
the alphabet on the right side. And then you go to B, B, A, B, 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 C, and you work through the alphabet that way. And you can search through, it takes you, that's why you want 3,000 or more members, so that it takes you a while to work through the inventory. But when you do it this way, you can invite, so you can see I've worked through this list because I've got a couple of seconds in here,
Hmm.
but a bunch of firsts, right?
Hmm.
So you can tell that I've worked through this list. So you can, if you don't see anybody in those first few words, because their headline is showing, do it for you, do it for your family, work from home. This is a
Yeah.
really good one. I think I'm going to reach out to this one and message them. So you can send them a
Hmm.
direct message. So here's the thing with your messages here. Ah, he hasn't clicked the blue button. I've sent him a request, but he hasn't clicked the blue button. Do not click that blue button because you will use up one of your request connects to connect
Oh,
spots. LinkedIn will allow
oh,
you to connect
there's
with
a limit.
about 10 people
Mm,
a day, 5 to
okay,
10 people a day.
a day.
Pay
Okay.
attention because LinkedIn will send you a message when you've reached your limit for the day. But with the groups, you can send just a message to somebody like I did here. How are you, Erin? Thanks for linking up Christine.
Mm.
But I usually ask them, I usually find something in their profile that I find that we might have in common, and then I'll ask them to hop on a call. I'd love to have a chat. Let's
Mm.
connect.
Wow. So you actually hop on a call.
Yeah,
Like, do you? Wow. That's
you'd be
great.
surprised how many people don't. It's a numbers
Right.
game.
Right. Right. And you have a
Yeah,
calendar? Okay.
yeah, I do. But I tried an experiment one day and I got up to 110 invites in the groups
Mm.
because you don't have to, it's just a message that you're sending and the search engines don't pick up on that.
Mm. Interesting.
So that's why I have so many people that I'm connected to and have followers. So I'm actually connected to over 18,000 and the
Mm.
rest are all followers.
Okay.
Are there any last minute questions? So those are the 3 ways to connect with people.
Yeah. Okay, so when I'm posting, where am I posting from? I mean, what does my business page do for me?
Your
How am I
business,
supposed to
your company
work?
page.
Yeah, how am I supposed to work my group page? What do I do with it exactly?
Okay, so you would have to create your articles or your
Hmm.
newsletters
Okay.
and then post those articles or newsletters in your company page and in your groups that you own. So I'm going to take you to one of my groups that I,
Okay, so you own a group, so I need to create my own group too. I
yeah,
need to join other people's groups, but I need to create my own group.
that's right. And
Okay.
if you don't mind having people see what's happening on your main profile,
No, I don't.
yeah, usually if you've quit your job, there's nothing holding you.
Yeah, yep. In fact, I want them to see it because I want to try to market to, get this message out that there's a lot of mortgage people that are hurting and they're way over 45, 50 and beyond.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what, yeah.
So this group here is the Seattle Business Network.
Mhm.
My oldest son, who is a lead programmer for a big company down there, has asked me to build this group for him.
Okay.
And I'm so busy doing the legacy building stuff, I haven't
Yeah.
been concentrating on his group very much.
Wow.
And this is my
Okay.
group. I've got over 3,000 members in my group
Oh,
now.
nice. Nice. I like that.
And
Marketing
then I've
enthusiast.
got another group. Where's my other group? Oh, here it is. Digital Consumer Marketing is over 7,000 now. That's one of my groups. So when you own your own group,
Yeah.
to create your own group, there's a place right up here where you can create group.
Yeah.
Well, if you own your own group, you just click on your group and you go in there and you post whatever article or newsletter that you've published, right? And
Okay.
once that is posted in there, then you can pin it.
Mm.
So this is the one I did last week. So I've
Okay.
got to do a new one for this week, but I've been busy getting my live event ready with all the links and stuff. So I will post another newsletter this week.
So you do mainly newsletters. You don't go into all these groups and post daily, do you?
Oh no.
That would be really wow.
No, I don't. I just post in all
Okay.
my groups once a week.
Okay. And then do you post directly from your own business page?
What do you
Or
mean?
you
Landing
want to
page?
stick to the groups only? Like I have mine. Um, I have, okay, so I have my personal, I have my profile, and I do plan on posting from my own profile.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm probably going to do newsletters. I'm going to do it all, okay, from that. But then I have the other one, the business page that's attached to it. So I've created that,
Right.
but I haven't done anything with it. So can I post from that particular page, or is it mainly I post in the groups?
I
I guess
mainly
I'm
post
not.
in groups. I've found
Mhm.
it when you're on the free, it's harder to post in the company pages, but you can do it.
But who would see it though? Who's going to see it? I
It
don't have any.
it's as a result of you posting in it. That's what
Okay, okay. And I guess what I'm trying to understand, or trying to connect the dots in my brain is as soon as I start posting everywhere in the group, the business page, my profile, will my own connections publicly, will they be able to go into my business page?
not unless you
And
invite them in.
okay, so you have to invite them in. All right, gotcha. That's where the missing link was for me, as I
Uh,
didn't understand. Yeah, I'll
well,
get there.
in the
Yeah.
groups as well, eh,
Hmm.
to you don't necessarily have to invite people to come into your groups, but I do. I
Hmm.
invite people to come join
Okay.
my groups.
Okay.
But people will find you as a result of you just posting. They will
Right.
find you and
Right.
want to connect with you or join your groups, and you
Wonderful.
let them into your groups or not.
Okay.
There are different things they've got set up so that you can
Hmm.
either accept people in the group when you set it up. You can set it up so that they get automatically accepted into the groups.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't
Wonderful.
usually do that. I want to be careful.
Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. Well, that is really exciting. This has been very helpful, and I'll be on your calls on Mondays,
Awesome.
and I'll just keep
Awesome.
learning more
Awesome.
and more, and I'll have more questions.
Well, Leilani, that's been a delight on my part as well.
Thank you. Me too. Thank you so much for everything you do, Christine. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. Bye bye now.